What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you the third Pokemon Showdown Shady Showcase. Now, this challenge was, in case you don't know, you had to create an Uber's team or compete in an Uber's battle and kill at least 2 of your opponent's Pokemon using the move Tackle. It was Tackle 2 in Ubers. So this week I decided to do something a little different. I'm actually going to narrate each battle. I've briefly watched these battles, so I'm kind of gonna react to how they set up. Like, I'm not super familiar with what happens in these battles, but all I know is they all completed the challenge. Remember, you have to tackle 2 Ubers and also win that battle. I had someone submit a video where they did not win the battle, and unfortunately that does not meet the requirements to be showcased in this video. So next time, now you know, anytime there's a Shady challenge, you also have to win said battle, including doing the requirements, whether it's tackle 2 Ubers or whatever the heck it may be. So I'm not going to be showing my battle and narrating it because this user, Sasomela, did it the same way that I kind of did it. I did it in kind of a cheeky way, and he did the same thing, or they did the same thing, I should say, considering I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. We're going to check this battle out, though, right now. You can see Iran just sitting there, so you have an idea about how this is going to go down. So, he's leading off a Fortress, his opponent leads off with Ludicolo, is forced to switch out, and Sasomela just goes for the Volt Switch. He named his Iran Shady Challenge, which I love, so that's freaking awesome. So he uses Endeavor on the switch into Ludicolo, switches back out his Iran to save it, and then brings in his Latias to take the Scald, actually. So Draco Meteor takes out the Ludicolo. I was surprised when I saw that. I thought maybe he was going to use the Iran to use someone to use Tackle once his HP was that low. But here he switches back into his Fortress to set up a light screen. Unfortunately, there is a critical hit on the second Earthquake, so it does take him out before he gets to set up a Reflect. Thanks to Sturdy, Shady Challenge is able to hold down to 1 HP, and with the Shell Bell goes back up to full health. And Sturdy does reset. It's not like Focus Sash, so his Iran is able to tackle down his Arceus, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to see an Arceus go down to tackle. I mean, it is in a cheeky way, but I did the same thing with my challenge, so kudos. And he even in the chat he screams yes, so that's pretty cool. Sends in his Darkrai, forces out the I didn't even see what it was. Crap, it was a Gengar. Forced out the Gengar. And then Darkrai puts Bravery to sleep, which is dangerous because Torment will just suck his HP away. Here he's able to switch into his Latias. I think I said Latios before. Goes for Healing Wish to heal up his Iran, which is, I did not do that. That's absolutely beautiful to have his Iran all healed up with Healing Wish. Goes for Protect, but he actually switches out. And because of that, he has to switch out because Gengar's immune to Tackle, so he doesn't even want to bother. Switches into Wobbuffet, then makes a double switch, fearing, I guess, the Shadow Ball. But he switches back into his Darkrai. His Darkrai is able to take out his Gengar. No problem, one shot. Gengar is so frail. So here his opponent goes into Victini. Darkrai goes for a nasty plot. Unfortunately, Blue Flare does take him out. And here comes in Shady Challenge with the Sturdy. Goes for the Endeavor. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Goes for the Endeavor. Brings down the Victini down to 1%. And then here I believe he goes for the Tackle, I would think, in order to complete the challenge. So there were his 2 Tackle Ubered Shady Challenge, just pooped all over the place. So now he's actually able to go for Endeavor again on the Sleeping Bravery, bring himself back up to full health, and he gets a 3rd kill with Tackle. How beautiful was that? 3 kills. Iran is such a cheeky way to do it, but I did the same thing just because I thought it was lousy, so that's why I wanted to make this the first video. He completed the challenge, and now you guys can see he just gets to do Endeavor and take out a total. He actually doesn't take out 4 Pokemon with Tackle because of Garchomp's rough skin. But Arceus Ghost comes in and just finishes off the job. So that was great. Thank you for entering that video. It made me not have to post mine, so I appreciate that. Sasomela, that is a name. Alright, so here we have the Hydreigon King submitted his video. He's on the top part. I'm actually pointing at the screen. I don't know why. There's no camera on me right now. But we're going to take a look at how this battle goes. You can see a Mew in there and a Ferrothorn and a Smeargle. So you can see, just by judging by the team, there's probably going to be some setup. That's what I'm thinking, like a Shell Smash or something of that nature. So he leads off with his Mew, sets up a sub right away. Cobalion comes in and Calm Minds. Calm Mind Cobalion is something that I have not seen very often. So Mew sets up a sub and then goes for the Hypnosis. Actually hits his first Hypnosis, which is beautiful. Baton passes into Smeargle. Unfortunately, Cobalion does get a first turn Wake Up, so that kind of sucked. But luckily, Smeargle does have Spore, which was, I just didn't expect that, to be honest. But he goes for the Belly Drum, maximizes attack. That's scary. Smeargle behind a sub with max attack, and then sets up an Agility. That's absolutely frightening. Goes for another Spore. Whew! Man, this Smeargle's goes for another agility. Oh my gosh, I really hope he gets the B pass off. And he goes for a tackle. Oh, it was actually Zoroark. That's why you don't see Cobalion too often with freaking... Oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. I feel like such an idiot. Alright, so Smeargle goes for another Spore. So Smeargle just got one tackle kill. Goes for another tackle. Does not quite take out the Raikou, but the second tackle will. That is awesome. I really wish you would have named this Smeargle Shady or something. That would have been really cool. Definitely, if you guys do these videos, if you want to nickname one of your Pokemon after ShadyPenguinn so that they start seeing just Shady something all over the place in Pokemon Showdown, that would be cool. Smeargle takes down a third Pokemon with Tackle. At this point, fearing the E-Speed, Smeargle just bounces and says, nope, I'm good. But he could have went for the Spore because I guess his opponent just went for a CC, not wanting to go for an E-Speed. So you hear a couple switches are made. Mew's in under the rain, so he's not too worried about any Fire Stab moves. Goes for an agility, then sets up a sub. It does not even take out his Mew's sub. That's how bulky this Mew is. Must be defensively physical. Physically defensively bulky. So it goes for CC, does nothing. Does not even break this Mew's sub. So Mew got a Rock Polish off and a B pass, so he's gonna pass off all that speed to Smeargle, get the Spore off now that he knows that he's not going to go for the E-Speed, which I'm surprised he didn't go for the E-Speed that second time, but he does get a first turn wake up and goes for the E-Speed, so that's kind of frustrating. Wow, that's a lot of just, that's 2 first turn wake ups in one battle. Jeez, so he went for Kyogre. His Kyogre went for Water Spout in the rain. That was beautiful. Look at that, even resisted Water Spout does 42%. Unfortunately, Miracle does take out the Hydreigon King's Kyogre, but it looks like pretty much he's got this one in the bag. Right now it's 4-2. Ferrothorn's going to go for a Curse. I hate Curse Ferrothorn. Ugh, so annoying. Oh my gosh. I hate Ferrothorn so much. If Ferrothorn gets a Mega Evolution, I'm going to be so pissed. Look, he just died to a Scald because of a Hydro Pump, I should say, because of a critical hit, and it's in the rain, so that makes perfect sense. Yeah, this guy actually hits the Focus Blast, aka Focus Miss. Bullet Punch will be enough to take out this Blastoise, and Acrobatics does a huge amount to Arcanine, but obviously it's going to go down to a Flare Blitz, ×4 effective. Even in the rain, it's enough to take it out, but I'm sure this Espeon, yeah, Psychic will finish it off. So he was able to tackle 2. What were the 2 Pokemon he tackled? He tackled Zoroark and, was it Cobalion? I think it was Cobalion. Let me just take a quick look. No, Tornadus and Zoroark. So those 2 went down to tackle. Thank you so much for your submission. On to the next. This is a submission by, his in-game name is Juju3, but this is Modern Music Hater 123. I'm sure you guys all know his username, and if you don't, I mean, he comments a lot, and I like his name. So kudos, really good YouTube name. So here we see his team. He's got a Ninjask, so you're gonna see some more setup, and you see that good old-fashioned Gorbis over there with Shell Smash. So I think that's what we're gonna see in a little bit. Let's get going. So his opponent leads off with Dragonite, and he leads off with Ferrothorn once again. I can't stand I understand he's really good. He's really, really good. That's partly why I hate him. But wow, Flare Blitz took him out in one shot. He gets hit with Recoil and Iron Barbs. Wow, that was intense. So I'm pretty sure he switches into Gorbis, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a Shell Smash here. Oh no, he goes for a sub. Smart play, going for a sub first. His opponent actually hits the Thunder. Here, Gorbis is going to increase his special defense. Pretty interesting play. But he eats that Thunder. The second Thunder hit with no rain. Jeez. You don't see that very often. 3 Thunders in a row. Is this guy holding a wide lens? He has to be. He also gets the Para, but he does B-Pass just in time, which is really, really good for him. So with I guess that would be +3, actually +4. +4 special defense. Ninjask eats that Thunder, no problem, gaining speed, getting Swords Dance off. This is ridiculous. As long as that Thunder critted. I can't believe how many Thunders. I guess Electivire can't miss a Thunder. Jeez. Beautiful. Gives all of that boost to his Garchomp, who just is completely immune to the Thunder. Unfortunately, there is going to be some Intimidate on here, but a Tackle, wow, I'm surprised that Tackle did not take him out. Fortunately, because he's so freaking fast, that's 1 down in an Ubers battle. Tackle gone. I'm surprised. I'll be honest though, Jonathan 3024's team, not a lot of Ubers. I think just Blaziken. That's the only Ubers. But this isn't. Is this an Ubers? This has to be an Ubers match. Yeah, because Blaziken's there. Alright, so it is an Ubers battle. And plus he's got a Lugia on his team, so he just took him down. Couldn't use Tackle on Dusknoir. He actually tried to because of the switch. But I went for a Declaw once Dusknoir to take it out. I think this is a Garchomp tackle sweep. Look at that. That's like the 4th one to go. No, the 3rd Pokemon to go down to tackle. And here comes the 5th. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, granted, Jonathan 3024's team is not all Ubers, but you know what? Still, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see that done. Garchomp just sweeping with tackle. So thank you for that submission, Modern Music Hater 123. It's not his fault his opponent didn't have all Ubers. He did a random match because there is a rating there. So obviously it has to be a match because rating does not go up when it's like a challenge. That's how I checked to make sure that it was also done in a random match. On to the next one. We have Bosk here. Bosk, who frequently submits. Thank you so much for submitting pretty much all 3 times, I'm pretty sure. So we can see he's got some very big threats. Darkrai, Kyogre, Genesect, Mewtwo, of course, and then a Flareon. Pretty random Flareon. I like it. My chair's squeaking. I love Black Rayquaza on the opponent's team, but let's see how this battle plays out. Uh-oh. Deoxys' name is set up. I wonder what he's going to do, but he goes straight for a Thunder in the Rain. Does 31%. That's a pretty good chunk, but yeah, I would have went for Water Spout off the top. But yeah, so he takes out his Deoxys with another Water Spout. Unfortunately, that Wobbuffet, that once you have that Mirror Coat, it's done. It's a done deal. So here, wow, Tackle It. His Flareon is his Tackler. That's awesome. Holding leftovers. Tackle is enough to take Wobbuffet out, so that is 1 down with Tackle. Here you go. His opponent went into his Rayquaza, so he switches out Landorus. I was going to call him Lando Trill, his nickname, but Landorus gets taken out with a +1 Outrage. Really not much you can do about that. Fortunately, his Mewtwo Buns comes in to do an Ice Beam, which doesn't take him out. I'm surprised that didn't take Rayquaza out. But, wow, Flareon must be so fast. 2 down and Tackle with Flareon. One of them was a Rayquaza. That's absolutely beautiful. So unfortunately, Bosk went for the Detect when his opponent went for a Swords Dance. He goes for the Overheat. Tackle It goes down, but he did complete the challenge already as far as getting 2. So now he just has to win this battle. It's looking pretty grim right now, though. Nope, no, I'm just kidding. It's not looking grim at all. It's 2-2 right now. With your Darkrai out, you're pretty good. Plus, you have Support out. His opponent has Ho-Oh out, who's just a supporter, judging by the name. And he gets a Dark Void off, which puts your Pokemon to sleep without fail, and then Nightmare is just gonna, not Nightmare. Is it Nightmare? I don't know what Darkrai's ability is. Maybe it's just Torment. Because it torments your opponent, loses HP every turn. He switches out his Ho-Oh, which I'm surprised he did that, because now his Lugia has to take unnecessary damage, and Ho-Oh's turns reset. Wait a minute. Oh, did Ho-Oh wake up? Hold on. What the heck is going on here? I guess Ho-Oh must have woken up, because Bosk just put another Pokemon to sleep. Which obviously you can't do with Sleep Pause if Ho-Oh's still asleep. So let's see. Darkrai's just going to sweep the rest of his team. Obviously, Darkrai's such a beast. He should really just be banned. Yeah, Ho-Oh must have woken up. I just missed that, I guess. But obviously, Bosk is just going to put Ho-Oh back to sleep with Dark Void, and that's going to be GG. Wow. Okay, wow. He was able to break the sub, at least in the sun, but at this point, it's really a moot point, because Darkrai's definitely going to take him out. Bosk won that one. Thank you so much for submitting, Bosk. I love seeing Flareon get those tackles off. That is beautiful. And our last successful entry is going to be by Ralfonso the Great. It's his UT name. He's the bottom team. His name is just Ralfonso. We see another Ninjask and another Smeargle. Another Garchomp as well. So maybe this will be another Garchomp sweep. Let's check it out really quick. So he leads off with Smeargle. His opponent leads off with Deoxys Defense. Gets put to sleep right away by Spore. And I'm sure Smeargle's just going to go for... Oh, wow, he goes for Ingrain. For some reason, I didn't expect that. Alright, so now he just passes off the Ingrain into Ninjask. That's pretty cool. I have not seen that done yet, an Ingrain passed off. So Ninjask is going to set up a substitute to avoid the Toxic and start regaining HP thanks to Ingrain. That is absolutely awesome. Behind a sub, he's got +2 speed, +3 attack now. I'm sorry, +4 attack now. And +3 speed. Still behind a sub. This guy's just letting him set up right in his face. Just to get entry hazards up, that is not a good call. I would never make that exchange, because now he's going to B-pass into his Garchomp, nicknamed for Shady. That is beautiful. So even though, and he goes for another Toxic. Why would you do that? I think his opponent's just a little, maybe he's a little drunk. Goes for maybe that's all he has is Toxic, Stealth Rock, Spikes, and I don't know what other move he has, but I guess it's nothing good. I must have missed it. Must have missed his 4th move. But E-Speed will break Garchomp's sub because he has no defensive boost. But that's okay because it's only going to do 39%. He's still got an Ingrain. That is 2 down with Tackle by Garchomp. For Shady exclamation point. I can't get over that nickname. Thank you so much. Alright, so Tackle one-shots that Darkrai. That is 3 down with Tackle. Here comes Palkia. To eat the Tackle, that's 4 down with Tackle. Garchomp is an absolute monster. He must be... Oh, he's got to be scarfed, I guess, because he's going first before everything else. Unfortunately, he does get taken down, but not after taking down 4 Pokemon with Tackle. That is absolutely awesome. Shaman's able to survive that X-Scissor and kill the Excadrill with a Earth Power. And in comes Blaziken. Gonna go for the obvious Protect, but Shaman was pretty much forced to go for the Air Slash, which kind of sucks. I don't know what else Shaman had. If Shaman had Rest or Recover, I doubt it. But that was pretty much the only move he could do because Protect was so obvious. Here, I'm sure that, yeah, Blaziken's just going to go for a Thunder Punch. He does get a crit, which kind of does suck, but crit for crit right there. Hydro Pump takes out that Blaziken. So that will be Alfonso's entry, 19 turns, another Tackle Garchomp submission. So thank you guys so much for submitting your videos. Remember, if you want to be featured in the Shady Showcase, look for the Shady Challenge every single Sunday. Tomorrow there will be another challenge, and you have until Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. to submit your entries via sharing your replay over a private message in YouTube. Thank you guys so much again for submitting, and thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady. This chair's so squeaky.